Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is open our software, which is EC Lab, okay? Double click on it here, open the software. I mean, the computer was having issues, so maybe this will be a short video. We don't have to put in a username. If you reopen, this is just when you reopen it, the software. Usually you come and the software's already up and stuff. The computer might have got shut off or something during power outage or whatever. But this is the USB connection to the computer right here. So as long as that's plugged in, then everything should load okay. All right. We have to know which, these two opening menus, you can just kind of say okay or close out of it. We have to know which channel we're going to be working on. There's 3 channels, and it looks like this one is the one that we'll kind of be setting up here. So we're on channel 3, okay? You can read on these wires here. So we can click onto the channel that we want here. So we click on channel 3 there. And then we're going to load an experiment. I'm going to say load settings here. It's going to ask me to go to modify mode. We'll get rid of that actually, so we'll ever come up again. And then I'm going to try to find one where it's going. They did what we want to do here. Glucose hexane cells. I think this one here will do it. And I need to change this view. I don't like the view. Oh, here it is. The view global view. No, not that one. View. Settings and column. There we go. Is this the one that we want now? Yeah, this is okay. So this is it. So experiment. Where's save as? Save settings as. Save settings as. We'll go to the desktop here. We'll make a new folder. Wait, what did I do? New folder. There we go. And we'll call it turn. Is that okay?
It's fine.
All right. We'll double click on it, and we're going to save these settings as kind of like just a standard cell. All right. So then you can go there and open those settings when you're ready to run this type of an experiment. There's another type of experiment that we might run, and maybe even a third, depending on how things are. So we have that set, and then we're going to, when we want to run the experiment, we just push this arrow button here, and it'll give us some warning signs depending on our settings, and then we'll want to name the experiment. Now the experiment that we're going to, the way that we name our experiment is always like this: 7 underscore, this is just the date, 1 underscore 2016. All right. So we, oops, not dash, underscore. So we always start it with the date. Does that make sense? And I'll give you a book where you're going to be recording what's going on. So when we go flip through our notebook, if we ever look for digital information, electronic information on computers or whatever, we can find it just by typing in the date on that book. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we need to make sure that we always label whatever it is we're doing, the date, in this manner here. Okay? And then I can just put test for now. So that's a reminder of how to save things. This is an experiment that has multiple, what we call, what do you call these things? Sequences, multiple sequences. So here's multiple sequences. It set up for 0, starting at 0, all the way, I think it's to 26 sequences. Okay? So there's 27 total sequences. And they'll jump from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 and so on as the parameters in the sequence have been met. Okay? The requirements for the sequence have been met. So when I push, oh, we started the experiment. I started the experiment. Oh, we gotta, let's see, where's the graph? View. Oh no, here it is. It's just, wait, is this it? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I pull it out. So it's measuring right now the difference between the voltage potential between these two, and there's nothing connected, so there's nothing meaningful. The green shows you which sequence it's on currently. And this sequence here says it's going to rest for 1 minute, and then after 1 minute, it's going to switch to the next. I'm going to push pause because I don't want it to just run through these things. then it's after 1 minute, it's going to shift, go to the next sequence. Sequence 1 is, and it says here, set I current to minus 0.1 milliamps, right? So minus 0.1 means it's going to try to pull 0.1 milliamps from our cell, okay? And then as it pulls 0.1 milliamps, the voltage will adjust depending on how much volt can still remain as that much power is being drawn. As the voltage adjusts and stabilizes, and it'll kind of be monitoring the derivative, the slope of that line. And as soon as it becomes flat, according to our parameters that we have set here, then it will shift to the next sequence, okay? And the next sequence, sequence 2, here, is just a rest sequence for 1 minute, 59 seconds, all right? So in between each kind of drawing measurement, or segment, measuring segment, there's a rest segment of 1 minute to make sure that the previous segment